Welcome back to Drew and Derek Suck at Gambling, episode 58, I think.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't know about you guys. I had a great weekend. Cardinals, they showed up, fucked up someone's pick 5 real quick.
Fucked up my Survivor League. Let's go. Like I said, the one team I pick in Survivor is going to lose it. Let's go.
I guess I did try and tell you to pick the Eagles, but more in I thought you were going to lose way.
I tried. We watched the game together. I tried not to acknowledge at all how wrong you were about that.
It was so wrong. That game was, I was a little off. It didn't work out. I thought for when the Eagles weren't scoring, they had a couple stops on fourth down. The Bucs stopped them on fourth down. I was like, all right, it's the perfect storm. Here we go. And then tush push, ban the play,
ban it.
Drew's on board now.
I've seen all the discourse about it. It's so funny because it's people are I think Chris Sims said kill the quarterback.
Oh yeah.
Mike Florio was like, hey, hold on. I didn't say that.
And it was I don't think he meant it literal. It's Chris Sims actually played football. I think he meant it in a football kind of way. I don't think he meant someone shoot
fucking murder Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts in cold blood outside of the football field.
Yeah, they could do it in Philly.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of funny to see when it's against you, it's oh yeah, ban this fucking play. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
But no one else can do it.
Yeah.
I saw someone on the Texans said they tried to run that play and CJ Stroud was dude, that sucked. And he almost got his head taken off.
Oh my God.
So it is kind of funny. But yeah, 3-2 on the pick 5.
Nice.
I'm gonna pretend that I didn't have the Bucs as my second double unit.
When I put it in the spreadsheet, I did not put that in for you.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, good. Jordan Addison barely hit.
Cashed.
Barely hit. He had nothing. He had only one target at halftime.
Yeah.
And ended up barely hitting by 3 yards. That was enough for me to enjoy my weekend. And then the Cardinals, of course. What about you guys? How did you guys do on your pick 5?
Not bad. 3-5. Finally.
3-5.
Finally. I mean 3.
Goddamn. Dude had 4 W plays.
3-2 on the pick 5. Overall at a nice 6-9.
Nice.
I'll take it. It was 49ers unders. CJ Stroud over 1.5 tutties. And of course, the Colts plus 7.5.
Didn't take a money line though.
Should have.
Is Matt Gay a better kicker than Justin Tucker? Should we start the discussion?
That settled it, I thought.
I think it's settled. Open and shut case.
I don't know how. I was at the Cardinals game, so I kept looking over and being how the
This
it's a safety. It's oh, okay, yeah, this game's going exactly how you would think, and then it's wait, what overtime? what the fuck's happening here?
Yeah.
And then I saw Matt Gay's kick, and that is his name, right? I don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was completely shocked. I was very happy for you.
It was great. I
nailed it.
Yeah, I can't remember being that stressed for a couple years for a Colts game, so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the agony and then the win at the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Building off that one, I went 3-2 as well. So look at us.
But
the most infuriating leg was Zay Flowers over 48.5. You finished with 48. 8 catches. Watched the last drive of the game. This man should have had 85 yards. Oh, my God. Lamar missed him wide open twice. Last play of the game, there was clear DPI on that, and they didn't call it.
I won't fight it.
It's fine. I was happy
And that face mask. They had that face mask.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
Wild. We got bailed
It's a
out.
gross game. And then I had Jordan Addison sweating that with you. That was pretty gross. Darius Slayton over 34.5. He had 32. So I was 4 yards away from going 5-0, 5-0 this week.
Oh.
Kyle Pitts, of course, cashed that over 32.5. And then the 401k parlay hit. Bills-Dolphins. Boy, did it ever.
Yeah,
Dolphins kind of won.
By a
bit.
slim margin.
A litlittle, yeah.
Yeah, we got to talk about that game.
Yes, we do.
That was the perfect They won by how much? Because I was trying to tell people, I was waiting to get in the elevator at the game, and I was I'm telling like acquaintances that I don't really know. I'm like, dude, Dolphins won 70-20. I was like, oh wow. I go, did you hear me? Like, did you hear what I said? 70. Like, and it was like, oh shit, they won by that much. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I saw
Wild.
there's like the Mike McDaniels lookalike. I saw a good tweet where it was like of him in the stands. He's just like, "Hey, who y'all got on your fantasy team? Like, who do you guys need points from?" Yeah, everyone looked good except for the Broncos, of course. I'm excited for us to get into a little bit of the Broncos-Bears game a little bit later. That little slosh, but yeah, last year the narrative was if the Broncos could just score 18 points, they'd win this many games. Well, they scored 20. They put up 20. What more do you want from Russ?
That'll do it.
I mean, one was a kick return. It would have been 13.
Did the Dolphins score as many touchdowns as Russ has bathrooms in his house?
Too short.
Oh, too
short.
Oof.
Wow, yeah.
In one game.
Yeah, that game combined for as many bathrooms as Russell Wilson has.
That is insane.
I had someone walk up to me like, "Is Russell Wilson hurt? Like, what happened?" And I go, "Dude, he doesn't play defense, dude. It's 70-20. He put up 20. Well, technically, like the offense scored 20 points. He's not out there as a safety."
But guess what? Sean Payton's still sending him out there down 50. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You play to the whistle's over.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Dude.
Wild.
Sean Payton's proven to be the Tom Thibodeau of the NFL. He's yeah, that I don't understand that. That was like it was kind of disrespectful as fuck to Russ.
Not kind of. It was
Yeah.
extremely.
You know, there is a clip of Sean Payton saying that Caleb Williams is a guy that teams will tank for.
I saw that.
And there you go. There you go. He's showing.
Investigate him.
Yeah, he's showing right now that's his plan. This is his plan. He's going to let Russ cook.
Yeah, we were arguing, is Russ going to get benched? Absolutely not. He's going to play the whole year.
No, yeah.
The tanking is all part of the philosophy.
They're going to have practice after the game. He just wants to keep playing, guys. Yeah, that game was such a mess. And then, of course, the only thing people talked about was Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and like that game, which I guess in some markets they pulled the Chiefs-Bears game. In some TV markets, they pulled it off and started airing Cardinals-Cowboys.
In like the third quarter. Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
They said, is it even worth just showing Taylor Swift after like every single positive snap? No, I guess not. Let's go to an actual upset that's going on in the league right now. That has been so funny. I feel like I don't know about you guys. I don't believe they're actually dating. I feel like it's like a PR thing, but I just imagine Roger Goodell thinking about the next like October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and he said those white women spent how much on tickets? Get them to games. Let's get them. Against the Bears, we need viewers. We got to get people on that game. Sunday Night Football, spoiler, she's going to be there. It's against the Jets, and it's like a 9.5 point spread. They're trying to single-handedly save. I'm surprised. They should just put the Chiefs on Thursday Night Football and every single week and just have Taylor Swift be like, I guess I'll go. Just every single game.
We need Beyonce at this Broncos-Bears game.
I've seen.
I don't want to save any.
Beyonce has been seen with Justin Fields.
Yeah, Michael Parsons being like, so everyone shoot their shot.
Like, everyone do it now. This is a message right from Roger.
Yeah, he was like, everyone's got to shoot their shot. It was like, they could be the most annoying couple in,
Of 1 week.
when they break up, which will be fun. It will be. I'm rooting for it a little bit. Saw like a random sports book, like offshore, like offer odds on whether or not they'll be dating by week 1 of next year. And it was minus 115, yes. Minus 110, no.
Whoa.
A lot of value on no. A lot of
A lot of
value.
value on no.
Yeah.
Hammer the no.
then it was just
Wow.
like, will they announce a pregnancy? Like, I was like, I think that's going a little fast. Like, don't you think? But yeah, I don't know about you guys. You guys I'm able to fully experience any cutaways to the game, right?
Well, how could you not? Yeah, I think they had more cutaways than Travis Kelce had yards. I'm pretty sure he had 69. Nice. That was just absolutely the most like scripted thing I've ever seen. Like straight up, just get any like. Are you like the podcast views for Travis and Jason's podcast? Watched it today with my girlfriend. They have a segment with like, all right, now we got like Taylor Swift questions. What's a field goal? Like all the Swifties are like inquiring about new questions. Oh my god.
Have you seen the breakdown of like astrology Taylor Swift fans?
Yeah.
We need them digging into like deep fantasy.
Can we get a first
stats.
touchdown score for Thursday Night Football? Is Mercury in retrograde? We need to know. Yeah, it's funny because there's also the people who are like mad about it, which is it's like, the two ends where it's like it matters more than anything, where it's like, okay, let's chill out.
Yeah.
And then it's like, this fucking sucks. This is the worst thing happened to football ever. It's like, dude, it could be way
Does not
worse.
matter.
Yeah.
It literally doesn't matter.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's also in the news. Tyreek Hill talked about his potential post-career choice.
With Mike Evans.
Says he wants to be a porn star. Nice.
Nice. Proud of him. Good for it.
Did you listen to that? Like he was streaming with Mike Evans, and he's like, "I know what I want to do after my career." He's like, "What? Be a porn star?" He's like, "Hold on, dude. Like, I didn't want to do it." Whoa.
I don't need to know.
Let's get some analytics.
Yeah.
Just playing Fortnite together.
They're pushing left.
And then also, almost forgot. How could I forget? Damian Lillard going to the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton going to the Portland Trailblazers, and Jurkic. Yeah, I don't know. Eastern European white guy to the Suns. And a bunch of other players in that trade as well. That also went to the Suns. But I'm personally very excited for the Suns getting some pieces in that trade. It wasn't the blockbuster. Like, of course, people were like, we could have Drew Holiday. No, we couldn't have. We were never going to get him. But I'm very excited. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts, if you guys have any.
The only thoughts, I almost wore my Booker jersey tonight, but I have to keep wearing this every day on the pod until the Colts lose. So
No wash?
no wash. Yeah. I haven't washed it since the Christmas
Super
Colts
Bowl.
Cardinals game.
Damn. Well, they definitely have lost since then.
You might need to watch that jersey.
Like the logic doesn't add up.
My initial thoughts were I was stoked because I thought it said he got traded to the Raptors, and I put a $2 bet at 50-1 that he was going to go to the Raptors, so I thought I won $100. But I didn't. But I was happy for. I think it was like a win-win-win kind of. Like I didn't really see one side that I really hated in a trade. I know I've seen a lot of Suns fans really mad about it, and I'm like, you've been wanting Ayton gone for his entire existence. Like
Right.
you got a solid return. You didn't like it would have been a fair trade with just. Jurkic, but you got Grayson Allen, who's like every team needs a Grayson Allen. You fucking hate him when you're playing against him. Now he's on your team. Got that
True.
scrappy guy. Every championship needs him. You're gonna, finals rematch. You got Bucks Suns. Grayson Allen revenge game. Gonna choke some fuckers out. Great.
Yeah, Grayson Allen's going to catch charges. He's the Kyle Rittenhouse of the NBA.
Just him and the owner getting in fights pregame.
Dude, no, he's just like, who am I going to put, like, in a cast? Like, that's what he does. He goes out there, and it's like watching, like, early 2000s football. Like, it's like he's sending guys on jacked up. Like, he's
You got jacked up.
He's just Brian Dawkins.
no, yeah, he's a little shit.
He's a little sucker.
He's
you know?
a little rascal. But yeah, very excited about that trade. And I think like DeAndre Ayton is a better player than Jurkic will be.
Yeah.
Like he will be a better player than Jurkic will be. But it's about fit and like, how they're gonna how defensively is Ayton gonna show up.
Yeah.
Chances are probably not. And so if you could get something for it now, because I love him. I'm gonna root for him in Portland. But I mean, like, it seems like Book had issues and didn't really care too much.
I think everyone did.
Yeah. Everyone did. Monty's probably like, wait, so why was I sent out?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
can I come back?
Yeah. Is the coast clear?
Did you see Ayton already updated his jersey on 2K?
Yeah.
On his My Player.
Yeah. He's very quick with that. That was I hope that he has the best time in Portland. Wish him nothing but the best.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Suns finals is a lock now. We got the pieces.
What are the odds right now?
Plus 600. I almost got Bucks at plus 600 earlier
Right
today.
before they took it down.
Yeah,
Dang.
and then they locked it. That's what I get for texting first. I texted,
Never
my-"
text first.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was a couple H's away from having $50 on the Bucks at plus 600. But yeah, very excited. Bucks Suns finals rematch for sure. You guys ready to get into the slate?
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right. Let me pull up the spread for Thursday Night Football. We got the Lions visiting the Packers. 1.5 is the spread. Packers are a dog at home. 46 is the total. Packers, a little banged up. Kind of snuck one out. Kind of got lucky a little bit. Kind of got a little lucky that Derek Carr got hurt. Like, really opened
Rest in peace, Saints futures. I was so pissed about that.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
God damn.
Yeah, but Jameis.
Yes.
We get to watch him.
Dude.
If anything, we
Prime
get to watch
time.
that man play football.
I'm very excited
J-Mo.
about that. But yeah, Jair Alexander, he was a limited participant in practice yesterday, and I think Aaron Jones is a limited participant in practice. They have a few other guys who are, of course, banged up. I'm sure Derek has it all.
Yeah, they
pulled
got
up.
some key injuries. I mean, because they rested Aaron Jones, Christian Watson, David Bakhtiari on a Sunday, and the thought was they were doing that because the quick turnaround, but Bakhtiari has already been announced out. So as Elkton Jenkins, who's a great guard, and then Devontae Campbell, the linebacker, is out. But Lions also got a couple key injuries. They already announced that Vaitai, their starting guard's out. He was also out last week, big loss for them. David Montgomery is questionable. I think he was limited participant in practice. And then Kirby Joseph, their safety, and Jonah Jackson, their guard. And Taylor Decker is questionable too. So they're pretty banged up with some key guys here.
Damn. And yeah, Lions had that win against the Falcons last week where, I mean, Falcons didn't even move the ball at all or like get points up on the board really.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be a little bit of a shootout. But
Yeah. No, I mean like 17 unanswered points after the Laporta, the 40-yard plus Laporta
insane.
touchdown. That was nice.
That dude's insane, man.
And I feel like we're getting to the season where we can kind of like adjust priors correctly from where we had them. I feel like I'm always kind of like judging a team heavily off of like week one, almost like in an unbalanced way. And I think it's clear that the Lions are the better team here. And we got a revenge game for the Pack after the heartbreaking could have been a
The clinching.
like ticket to the playoffs last year. And divisional game winner gets that first spot, right?
yeah, Lions have won the last 3 matchups coming into this one. And a couple interesting things I thought. The Lions love to use the middle of the field. Like, that's where a lot of Amon-Ra, St. Brown played. That was where Laporta was. That seems to be but the Packers have been pretty solid there. So I feel like that's going to kind of affect this matchup. They don't have lines out with Montgomery being questionable. I think this is going to be the like Jahmyr Gibbs game. Like I think last week they were talking about like, is he going to break out yet? Is this like his spot where like, you know, it's more fantasy than anything, is they want touchdowns and stuff like that, because he had 80 yards last week, but the Packers have allowed the sixth most rushing yards so far this season. So they don't have his line out yet. I think even if Montgomery plays, I will be inclined to take Jahmyr Gibbs over.
Just building off that, I agree, and they are allowing the third most running back receiving yards, so I would look at that prop as well. I think it's probably going to be set up in the mid-20s probably for Gibbs, around that, so I think he could, you know, this might be a game where he takes like a 60-yard screen to the house or something like that. But
so maybe just take the all-purpose yards.
The rushing and receiving.
Yeah, rushing and receiving.
Might be the way to go.
Yeah. I like the over. That could be fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not, dude?
Sources, trust me, bro.
But I don't know. Trust me, bro. No, if I had to pick anything, I think, you know, the with the Pack struggling against the Saints kind of early on, kind of tips me to Detroit, who I just think has an overall better team.
I think that's fair. I think I actually disagree with you on the total. I think it's going to be the under, just because divisional matchup. I think that Packers defense, if they have Jair and I mean, even if they don't, that defense is still pretty good. And I know it's an early divisional matchup, so it could be possible that it's more offensive, but I feel like the things that the Lions want to do, they won't necessarily be able to do as well. So I imagine if the game's going to be on the ground, it's going to be who can stop the run.
True.
I just imagine the clock's going to be going. Yeah. You know.
Nice.
I'll tell you something I do like. Luke Musgrave over yards. Lions still allowing the most yards to tight end. And this man this is like the year of the rookie tight ends. I feel like every year they're like, not too fast. We know they're good, but like rookie tight ends suck. They're fucking sexy this year. Just gotta say they are. Sam Laporta. I mean, look at this sexy tight end off. You got Musgrave and Laporta. I mean, I might be taking both the props. I know you said that the Packers are good at defending in the middle of the field, but just for fun, fuck it. Over for fun, fuck it. Why not take Laporta's over? But I love Musgrave's over. That's what I'm looking at. That's my bet of this game.
Have they come out with a
36.5.
36.5?
Just realized I did not say it's over. Yeah, 36.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think Laporta 42.5 is a little high.
He's a little high.
I mean, he has big play potential, but he could get it. I'm not as confident right now in like the receiving yards. I also think this is just a spot where you take Goff's passing under 253.5.
I think he's only done that one time ever versus the Packers. He's only hit the over.
Oh, really?
He's only hit the over one time in his career against the Packers. Yeah.
Thank you. That makes me even more confident. I'll throw it in the pick five.
I just
now.
made that up. Let me look it up.
But yeah, I feel like this is a spot where coming into it, I thought it was going to be kind of a coin flip game. I still think it will be. But Jordan Love is just kind of goofy, dude. He like is tripping into his like sneaks, like he's like doing the splits or something. Like it's like every time you see it's if he was a quarterback on the Bears, it would be way like funnier, more like, yeah, like there'd be cartoon edits. Like they'd be showing him like slipping on banana peels and shit, because like he just makes like goofy ass mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, everyone's showing like Deshaun Watson mistakes, but like Jordan Love's also making those same kind of mistakes.
Yeah.
Without the allegations.
Yeah, without the allegations.
Nice.
Did confirm Jared Goff has only gone over that number one time in 5 games.
Wow. And that was all
with the Rams too, actually.
And that was
one game. The one game he went over was at the Rams with the Lions, 246, 238, 137, 224.
Yeah, it's
Line
just a
is set
little
at
high.
253.5.
I feel like it's 30 yards too high. I feel like it should be where Jordan Love's is, and I feel like Jordan Love should be at like 190. Like just like where I think the flow of the game will go. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Lions, and I'll say I'm gonna try because I kind of called the score of the Chargers-Vikings game.
Not kind. Well, yeah, I guess kind of, but 1 point off. Was
1 point
pretty
off.
insane.
So I'm going to try again. I'm going to say 21-18 Lions.
All right.
Nice.
I'll go. Are we just doing scores now?
Yeah, fuck it.
Shit. I'm going to go 23-17 Lions.
All right.
All right, I will go 32. Just throwing it out.
He's like, how do I get 2 over?
32. 23. Weird one. Lions.
Origami. It's not.
There was 1 week early in the podcast where I did a score prediction and I did say I was taking the over, and Derek was like, "Well, that's not enough." Like,
Just hedge your bet. It's
yeah.
okay.
I want to be right one way or another. So next game,
Oh,
yeah.
let me grab the wheel on this one. Next game, we got Falcons and Jags. Jags coming in at -3. The total sitting right there at 43 as well. First international game crossing the pond. Jaguars' second home field. And I just want to make sure I'm seeing this correctly. Are they actually about to play 2 back-to-back games in England?
You saw it correctly.
The second one coming to the Bills. Then they come home, divisional game against the Colts, and then a short week to play Thursday night against the Saints. What the hell is going on? That seems crazy. Why did they do that?
They're just trying out Jags new home in London. That's what they're like. Oh, what would the travel be like? What's a short week like for
I
them
didn't.
when
I didn't
they're-
realize they were playing back-to-back games.
Yeah.
Are they really just
And the
playing
next
around
one's
with
the
the
Bills.
concept of having a team there?
They must be.
That owner must just, that guy's wild. But, yeah, I mean, and the Jags have shown signs of struggle. What I meant to bring up earlier before we dove into everything, kind of recalculating some futures bets. This is one I personally didn't have. I guess indirectly because I bet the AFC South divisional order ranking. I think it is now way up for grabs, depending on how the Jag season kind of bounces forward, with the Texans and the Colts kind of looking frisky. But I just want to say, Jags not to make the playoffs is -110 right now.
Minus odds. Really?
-110.
That's
I'll take
interesting. You grabbing that one?
I might do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Colts to make the playoffs?
Let me check my 7 bets I have on that.
Just laddering it.
Yeah, let's hear it. What you guys got.
Do you guys know? If you guys could guess the Jags' record in London in their second home, what would you think it is? 9 games.
3-6.
Man. Yeah, the win column said 3 in my head.
So 3.
Do they have a tie?
No, it's 4 and 5. And so they're looking to get to 500 in their second home right now for this game. The bad news is they're playing Kyle Pitts. You want to know what this man's averaging in London?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Let's go.
9 catches, 119 yards, and 1 touchdown. Through 1 game. Solid
Wow.
average.
There's a solid chance it was like, oh, why'd you take him so high in the draft? Because when it comes to those London games,
Dude.
you need one guy you can rely on.
So let's mess around with a theory. Jags moving to London. Maybe this is his audition for the Jags. Jags trade for Kyle Pitts. He becomes the greatest tight end of all time. We solved Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. It's going to be like just give him 8 games, 9 games in London a year.
He's on pace for 2,000 yards.
Actually, one random thing. It is interesting about the Jaguars having 2 games back-to-back in London with their stadium situation now. They're struggling to get renovations done. I feel like, if any team was to move to London, it would be them.
That's the one that's always been toyed with. They've always said that if any team did. And the funny thing is, these games in London are in 2 different stadiums.
That is interesting.
One's in Wembley Stadium, the other's in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Okay.
Just seeing which one feels more.
Yeah. They're
More
typically in
covered.
Wembley, right?
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt. They're typically always in Wembley.
Typically, I think they've only played 1 in Tottenham Hotspur, but the rest have been.
I think when the Falcons played their game in London, it was in Tottenham. Last time.
So Kyle Pitts isn't going to go off.
Oh. No, are they at Wembley this game?
Yeah, Wembley in this one.
I don't want to overreact too much to the Jaguars' loss to the Texans because I feel like people are crowning C.J. Stroud Rookie of the Year.
He's favorite now.
It's going to be a long season, but the Texans haven't lost in Jacksonville since 2017 through their ups and downs. You know, it's a divisional matchup and stuff like that. I think it is a good bounce back spot for the Jaguars. I think that also on the other side of the ball, they kind of struggle to not struggle, but they are not as good at defending the middle of the field as the Falcons are. So Christian Kirk props, a little scary. He has a low line, and I think it's deceivingly low, or like intentionally low. His receiving yards line is 49.5, which would look juicy in a lot of other situations. But I think that this kind of game, it's going to be like on the edge, you know, maybe Calvin Ridley game. On the Falcons, though, I like Kyle Pitts, or they don't have a line for him, but Jonnu Smith was the guy getting reps, getting targets in the middle of the field. I think that if they offer a line, would be inclined to take that, be a little interested there.
Very nice.
But I think I'm taking Jaguars in this.
I think I'm leaning the same way too. I think I'm leaning the Jags. Falcons, I haven't been big on them all year, so why stop now? You know, I think nice little bounce back at home for the Jags. And then the prop lock of the week is sitting right there in front of us. Okay, Jags are so far 8th worst against the receiver. Drake Foggy downtown London sitting right here at 46.5. Motherfucker's last name is London. What are we doing? Hammer it.
Oh my goodness, dude.
What are we
right
doing?
in front of us?
They're trying to give us the sign. Are you guys watching this game on?
I want to watch Toy Story.
Are you guys
Story
waking
version.
up for this game?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to.
Would you rather wake up for this game and you get to watch the whole slate too, or sleep in and you only get to watch Bears-Broncos?
Bears-Broncos. My Super Bowl. Without question. I'm so excited for that game.
I couldn't tell.
Oh, we'll talk.
Uh-oh, guys. Looks like we're all agreeing on the Jags.
What? Can we go back and look at our record when we all agree?
True.
Yeah, I feel
should
like
do that.
I feel like it's not as bad as we always harp.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, we'll have to. we're not dumb guys. Keep listening to the podcast. Yeah. Also, that total is really low, but I watch it be like a 12-7 game.
Ew.
No.
It's gonna be like. I really want to wake up just for the Toy Story animations. Like, I want to wake up, get high as hell, and watch that. And then not know what I'm doing with the rest of my day. Because, like, I kind of went a little too hard, too quick. And then sleep through the rest of the morning games. And then wake up to watch the Cardinals get blown out by the 49ers. That might be my Sunday.
Sounds like
That's
the
not
perfect
bad
Sunday.
That does.
Jaguars are a lot of fun in London, man. When they got their first win, I think that was after they fired Urban, or maybe it was right before they fired Urban. I remember waking up for the tail end of that when they kicked the field goal, and I was like, fuck you. Let's fucking go.
Urban, you can start your new life here in London.
Nice. All right, well, we're all aligned here.
So next game is...
Let me take the wheel again. Oh, wait, Broncos-Bears?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Dolphins-Bills. Bills coming in at home, -2.5. Total sitting at 54. Miami, we have to talk about it. Really, both of these teams just exploded. It's all over Twitter. 70 points. Goodness, not a typo. 726 yards of offense, 30 first downs, forced 3 turnovers, and scored 10 times. That's crazy. Also, fun fact. Since Richardson wasn't playing, they had the top 5 most fastest ball carriers out of the entire week 3.
Since Richardson wasn't playing.
And then not to discredit the Bills, they went up, put 37 down in DC. Also went crazy, forced 5 turnovers, held Washington to 1 for 9 on third down, put up 386 yards, and only allowed 3 points, all of which came within the last minute of the game. Top 5 offense, top 5 defense, top 5 special teams. Who you guys got?
I don't think they should have let the Commanders kick that field goal.
They shouldn't have, dude.
I think the ref should have been like, really? Just like asking Ron Rivera, come on. What are we actually doing? Teams that win by like 40 or more or something struggle in the next week typically. I think they're 1-5 straight up since I don't know. Saw it on Twitter. They've only won once though.
So a tie?
No.
Oh wait, 37. My bad.
They're like 1-5 or something.
Gotcha.
But the Bills are actually so. The Dolphins, like everyone was talking about their motion, the use of getting Tyreek Hill going, and of course the Bills haven't faced an offense like this year, but they are actually like one of the best defenses in the pass defenses in the league when motion is used. They're in one of the best pass defenses in general, but in their pass defense overall, EPA per play, nerd stat, minus 0.45, which is the league best.
Technically.
But Mostert, he's a minus 135 to score a touchdown this weekend.
Damn.
Wild.
That is a insane price. And
Yeah.
if you are paying that, more power to you, I guess. But
Let me get it out of my pick 5.
Bills have yet to allow a rushing touchdown, at least to the running back this year.
Jesus.
I think in general, I don't think they even allowed a quarterback one. But yeah, that's going to be a tough ask of Mostert. Maybe he gets a receiving one, but
Right.
minus 135. That's like Derrick Henry prices.
But what does
Yeah.
he to get 4 touchdowns?
Yeah,
Parlay him and A-Chain, 4 touchdowns. You won't.
he'll do it again.
Chan, didn't he correct everybody? Sorry.
Oh, did he?
I could.
Sorry, Mister.
It could have been like
A-Chan.
get it correctly.
Sorry.
No, A-Chain's way cooler, so let's just ride with that.
The A-Train. I like that.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone was crowning like the Cowboys, like, oh, they're the best team in the league right now. Going into the game against the Cardinals. With everything that you've said about the Bills, I mean, like, it's hard that they haven't had a little bit more hype, at least on the national level, like national media. Like, I feel like they're not talked about as much, and you did have them as your Super Bowl pick, and they look really good.
No, I didn't.
Bills.
Last year I did.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
said Bills this year.
Mm-mm. I said Eagles this year.
Oh.
Wow. Way to listen to me.
You said they were going to get back then, right?
What I said with the Bills is like last year everyone had them as consensus Super Bowl basically, and I feel like this offseason everyone was shitting on them. Like a bunch of podcasts to listen to is like, I think they're the 3rd best team. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I'm like, you don't think the Bills are going to make the play? Like they're a very good team still. I think like this is like the overcorrection. Like, and then they struggled in week 1. They lost, and it's like, see, I told you they suck. And it's just like overreaction in week 1. They're a very good team. DVOA, they are the best team. But who's second? The Dolphins. It's going to be a really fun game. Here might be the difference, though. Dolphins are 21st in DVOA for defense. Bills are 2nd. So I think the Bills' defense is going to be, if there's any defense, there's probably 3 defenses in the NFL that we count on to slow down the Dolphins, being the Niners, Cowboys, and Bills probably. So this is going to be an interesting chess match. I really don't know which way I want to. I think Bills is where I'm leaning, but Dolphins are a fun team, man. You can get them at plus odds right now, especially on the money line. It's tempting, but I'm leaning Bills.
Yeah, it's such a fun game. I feel like the Dolphins' running defense is not as good, and 55.5 is extremely attainable for James Cook.
Absolutely.
I really like that line for this week. I think that the total was set at 54, right? That's a little high for a divisional game where I feel like, such a strong defense on the Bills side. Like, I hope it's very offensive. I hope it's a shootout. But I just feel like that's a little high for a total. But I will go with Bills as well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Quick, change your opinion.
I can't. Yeah, I think the keys to success here for the Bills are pretty straightforward. Although I would love to root for the over. I agree. It kind of seems like a little too high. I think if the Bills can just control time of possession here, like I said, everybody's priors kind of week one kind of carries on way too longer than it should as far as how they think and evaluate future team performance. But, I feel like there's nothing more to say. Bills minus 2.5.
Hell yeah. All right.
Nice. Look at us.
Getting through the slate. Next we have Broncos-Bears. Correct? Mm-hmm. Next we have the Broncos going against the Bears. Little mini dive here. This is going to be a fun one. Bears plus 3.5 at home. 55.5 is the total. These are the worst. These are the two worst teams in pass defense EPA per play, and both these teams are in on Caleb Williams. I can't wait. I can't wait. But with Sean Payton kind of showing his hand a little bit on the tanking end, I like the Bears at home. I got to take them. Bounce back game against the Broncos. What do you guys feel?
Yeah. Are we really going to root for the wait, you said bounce back game for the Broncos?
The
Bears.
Oh, okay. Yes, I agree. There's no way we can root for, Danger Russ and Sean here. I just hate the flack Justin Fields is getting, so I hope he has a good game. But yeah, Bears.
Oh boy, this is my Super Bowl. Everyone's, how shitty is this game? I've never been more excited for a game in my life. This game is gonna be the shit. We're all on the same page here, baby, and I don't care. I'm not scared of it. I busted out the Justin Fields jersey today. I even had to ask my girlfriend. I was like, should I wear a Raiders jersey or Justin Fields? I don't want people to think I'm a Bears fan, but I'm a Justin Fields fan. All right, and everyone turning on Justin Fields right now. This is the fucking game to get you back on track. Mm-hmm. His line is set at 183.5 passing yards. Look, he's probably not going to hit it. But you know what he is going to do? He's going to run one in. A touchdown is a lock for Justin Fields. Guarantee it.
Wow.
Guarantee it.
Guarantee it.
Guarantee it. I just can't wait for this game.
Outside of the red zone?
Outside of the red zone. Oh, damn. A 23-yard scamper.
Predict scores.
No, we're not going to predict scores. We're going to pick Justin Fields' touchdown run. Yeah, and it's so funny because, you can't even look at stats for the Broncos after the last game because the Dolphins just historically kicked their ass. So, true. But what is funny is that these teams are first or the worst and second to worst against running back receiving yards. So, just look for Mostert, Achane. What did you say? How do you say that? Achane.
Yes.
All right, and Javonte Williams. I think Javonte is the only one that has a line out. It's 12.5, and Samaje Perine 15.5. Just take him over. Just every over.
Has there been any use of, with all the Kevin James memes on Twitter, has anyone pulled up the Sean Payton movie one?
Yeah. Someone did do that.
Yeah, I feel like that's the perfect summary of what's going on. Yeah, I'm so excited for this horrible game. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
I'd wake up at 3 a.m. for this one.
You'd wake up at 3. And then next we got.
Is this me?
I think so.
All right. Who we got? The Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are 2.5-point dogs at home. The total is set at 40.5. Bengals coming off that huge win. I saw a stat that was 1% of 0-3 teams made the playoffs. So that was a very crucial win. I know why they made Joe Burrow get out there, and I know everyone's like, why would you force that? And even Joe was like, yeah, dude, we're kind of fucked if I don't play, so got to get out there. So that was a pretty massive win on Monday night for them. I'm excited about this one. It's a wild card rematch here. Bengals last year beat the Titans 20-16 in a kind of gross and ugly game. So I'm just... Is Joe Burrow playing? That's where I'm at. You have to assume he is if he played last game. But it seems like when is this leg going to heal? I don't know. If he keeps playing, is he just going to be playing on a jacked up leg all year? Like, do you get the win and then you trust the playmakers one game just to let him get right? I don't know what the approach is here.
Yeah, it was kind of funny watching Monday Night Football because it was like, oh, the Bengals just won, and like both the commentators, like Dan Orlovsky and someone else, was like, and that, yeah, Bengals won, but that calf, man, that calf is like fucked. Like, if you're a Bengals fan, it's like week in, week
Don't
out.
celebrate.
His calf is fucked. It's going to be fucked every week. Don't have any. They just won their first game of the year. Like, and it's like, let them have this like moment. Like,
Right.
They could talk about that on Tuesday. And it's like, no, they're fucked. Like, I think it's kind of like two different fan bases panicking about their star right now. This kind of matchup, Burrow with his calf, Derrick Henry just
Looking old.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the fewest amount of carries he's gotten since through the first 3 weeks since 2018, or actually, it's the exact same amount as 2019. And he did end up having a 1,000-yard season that year, but the other 3 seasons that he had less than this, he was like early in his career. I think that was when DeMarco Murray was there. Like, makes no sense. He's getting outsnapped by Tajay Spears. But I think this might be the spot where, not saying like he's going to light it up completely, but that rushing defense of the Bengals is just not good. And I really like Derrick Henry to get into the end zone at -120. It's insane that like a guy who's getting outsnapped and all these things is like, we're talking -120, and I just talk shit about Raheem Mostert being -135. But most of the touchdowns the Bengals have allowed this year have been short yardage situations, like 1, 2, 3 yards. Like, so it's going to be, they're going to pound it in. And Tajay Spears has some value at +235, but I think Henry, this is going to be like kind of the resurrection game. I don't know. Are you guys panicking about Derrick Henry's usage at all, or?
Yeah, I am a little bit. I usually am not. I'm pretty like calm and cool with Derrick Henry, but are we at 30 for him yet? Is he 29? Is he 30?
I think he's 29.
We're creeping there, and I know he's like just the ultimate freak, and I love him, but I'm a little scared. But I do like, as long as his odds are like -120 or better, you just have to take him to score a touchdown. I feel like. I mean, I took him last week. I thought it was an absolute lock, and it wasn't. But he's due. That's all we're talking about right now. But what I do like more is the Titans just are awful against, well, is Joe Burrow playing, but they're awful against quarterbacks and receivers. Like last year, let me double check, they allowed the 3rd most yards to receiver, 1st most passing yards to the quarterback. This year, basically the same. They are allowing 4th most receiving yards, 3rd most passing yards. So if Burrow is playing, I mean, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, but Jamar Chase's line's pretty high. It's like 82.5, but T. Higgins is sitting at 56.5 right now, I think, or 58.5. This could just be a game like those two just go off and explode. So it could be like the get-right game for both. Like I know Jamar kind of had a get-right game last week, and T. Higgins is still kind of struggling a little bit. But maybe Derrick Henry has a big game. Maybe the receivers have a big game. But is Joe Burrow playing? This is what I need to know.
True.
Derrick's still in my notes, dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm glad to see the Bengals last week finding a way to win. But I'm also just sad in general that the spread is only -2.5 against the Titans here, because they are just a bad team. Statistically last week, I don't know why I'm doing that. Statistically. Best performance of Joe Burrow this season, 259 yards, no touchdown. There was an interception, and he was sacked twice, which sacked twice seems like a step in the right direction for the Bengals O-line, especially with maybe some mobility issues. And it's just been ugly, man. I mean, they're one of the lowest scoring offenses right now, averaging 15-something points per game. And their run offense is terrible, sitting at 29th with 69.3 yards per game. But the Titans, also bad offense, averaging 15 points per game. Derrick Henry only has 163 rushing yards and a touchdown for the season. We already kind of hit it. And outside of Hopkins, no other wide receiver over the last 3 weeks has yet to break through 100 yards, which is sad. So it could be ugly, but I believe in Derek's stat that he brought up that the Titans' passing defense is dog shit. It is a must-need bounce-back game for Burrow. Give me -2.5 and T. Higgins over 58.5.
Love that. I'm on board.
Nice.
I'm with you. Count me in.
There's a fun fact outside before they signed DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Vrabel, who was a linebacker, had more receiving touchdowns in his career than the Titans receivers, all combined.
Oh,
He had 12.
Can he suit up for this game?
He had 12 in his.
Yeah.
He had 12 in his
12?
career. Yeah.
Dear Lord.
he probably would suit up.
Would.
Yeah.
Rip my dick off if we win this game.
What will you do after the next one, though? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the. I'll go with the Bengals.
Is this the most we've agreed ever?
I'm not very confident about it.
I'm not.
It's
as
like-
confident, but
Matchup wise, it's really pretty for the Titans, but I mean,
you're getting under a field goal.
If Burrow's playing, then
Yeah.
it's kind of hard not to rock with him in this game,
Right.
Against Ryan Tannehill.
Yes.
I found the stat. It was 1% of 0-3 teams made the playoffs, and 26% of 1-2 teams made the playoffs. So, kind of a season-saving win.
Yeah.
They had. So maybe get the ball rolling here.
All right, so we on to Sunday night.
Yes, we are.
All right, we got the Kansas City Chiefs and Taylor Swift going to New York, going against the New York Jets. Whoops, let me pull it up. Jets are 9.5-point underdogs at home. 41.5 is the total. I don't know if you guys saw FanDuel was offering odds on Travis Kelce to not get into the end zone. They titled it in the friend zone, and plus 130 that he didn't score
I'm
a
so
touchdown.
ready for this to be over.
And it's so Zach Wilson. If Taylor Swift was a mom, I think we would have a career game from him. You know, if Taylor Swift if Taylor Swift brings her mom, maybe Donna Kelsey is gonna come to the game.
God.
It's the only way Zach Wilson's gonna perform. It's like D'Angelo Russell, like when beautiful women are courtside. Mm-hmm. Zach Wilson needs moms.
Yeah.
And
Is Taylor Swift's mom going to be there? In the other suite on the other side of the field,
Yeah.
waving to Zach.
back and forth. So the Jets on 56.1% of runs on the season, they've been hit at the line, and that's the second highest, and 27.3% of runs were stuffed, which is the fourth highest. Basically, their O-line has been horrible. Zach Wilson has received all of the criticism and that it's all his fault, but that O-line has been dog shit. Like, I watched the Patriots-Jets game. Patriots sent a 4-man rush on a Hail Mary, and it was originally a 3-man rush, and he still got pressured. Like, he's getting pressured on almost every single one of his step or drop backs when there's like 3 or 4 rushers. But Chiefs have the 7th lowest stuff rate in the league. You know, could that just be because Chris Jones was out a little bit? Maybe, but I prefer to believe it's Breece Hall season. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, as far as the Jets go, I think, obviously the main concern is, truly the offensive line, but because regardless you have a quarterback, it's going to be hard to be, successful regardless of, what type of talents you have on the skill position. And yeah, man, I don't know. Have you seen the tweets about some locker room frustrations and the defense getting mad? That can't be good for morale.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal.
Certainly not ideal.
Yeah. And I don't know, man, with just an unconfident Zach Wilson here, it's an easy -9.5 for me. It's not even going to be close, I don't think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see Willie Gay, Chiefs linebacker? They asked him, they're like, hey, Willie, what have you seen from the Jets offense? And he was like, shit, that's hard. A team that wants to run the ball? Yeah, I just don't know. They signed Trevor Siemian, so maybe we get a Siemian sighting for this game. Probably not. Thank God, it's must-watch TV. I just don't know how anyone could back the Jets right now. They're just so dog shit. And Saleh is just like really sticking to this. Zach Wilson's our guy, and like everyone knows it's bullshit, but apparently the locker room doesn't. They're all pissed at him. So.
Hey, drop it. Throw him under the bus.
And I hate to lean into this. I really do. But against the tight end, the Jets are allowing the 5th most yards. And do we want to take a look at Travis Kelce's stats versus the Jets in his career? He is averaging 5.5 catches, 89 yards, 1.3 touchdowns. His averages with Taylor Swift in attendance: 7 catches, 69 yards, nice, 1 touchdown. He's getting a fucking touch. He just is. It's gonna happen. They're going to do everything in their power to get this man a touchdown. And then, last week was too obvious for him to have some like Taylor Swift celebrate. He's gonna do some corny shit where he's like making some pun or like some Taylor Swift touchdown dance. They're going to force this. So if there's any luck, it's that. And his yard line is at 71.5, and I like that over as well.
Man, I'm about to disagree with you.
That's fine.
Jets, specifically to the tight end, they've allowed a lot of yards, but they actually have been pretty good at the middle of the field. That is usually where Kelce operates. And so I do like his under this week. Fuck everything going on in his life. I like the under. I like the under. I think he might get in the end zone. I'm not going to say he won't get in the end zone, but under on receiving yards. Also, Chiefs have had the 4th best pass defense so far this year. All that, yeah, it's going to be kind of a rough game for the Jets. But I think Breece Hall, not Dalvin Cook, he's looked like dog shit recently. Breece Hall is going to come off a game where I think he's going to have a couple big runs. I think it's going to be like, wow, like, can we build a statue of him right now? I think it will be a big game for Breece Hall. I do like his over on rushing yards. 47.5 is the line.
It's low total.
Criminally low. He might have that in one run. I think he might have a 50-yard run in that game. Give me the Jets plus the points.
Money line.
Sprinkle when I'm chasing on Sunday night, but give me the Jets plus 9.5. I think it's a spot where it just everything feels like it's trending against them. Their O-line has been dog shit, like highest rate of blown blocks in the league by far. But it's going to rely on the run game. And can they stop it? Maybe. But Breece Hall is a beast. He's a dog. So
Nice.
yeah. Breece Hall, man.
Yeah.
I'd die for that, man. I'll try and get a jersey by the time if he has like 2 touchdowns, 120 yards. I'll try and get a jersey before the next episode. I'll try and expedite that. No.
That one. Okay.
So we
Ready to
don't
move
agree
on?
on that one.
Man, we were almost in full agreement for all of our deep dives, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whew. Taylor
I'm
Swift's
scared.
causing some conflict in our lives here.
Oh man, this might be a scary week. If
Spooky week. All right, we ready for Monday night here?
Yeah.
All right. Monday Night Football. We got the Seahawks traveling to New York. They're cleaning up the Taylor Swift act here against the Giants. Giants are -1 at home. Total set at 47. I don't know how to feel about this game at all. It's kind of like -1 feels right. It feels gross. I'm definitely leaning Seahawks, but the Giants are just that random team. Like when you think you figure them out, you have no fucking idea what they're doing. I have no judgments on them. Are they good? Are they bad? I'm inclined to say they're bad. I think they overperformed last year. I think they're kind of coming back to reality a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know how to feel. What do you guys think?
yeah, man, I think this will be a fun game, and I'm obviously not as exciting as fun as the Bears Broncos, but I'm excited to watch it. If we ignore third and fourth quarters of week 2, the Giants are getting blown out in ugly fashion every game. Like embarrassing. And who knows? Saquon's questionable. Did we hit that? Is he going to play? Is he not?
I just doubt it.
I
Yeah.
think he's out, yeah.
I mean,
He's
it's,
out
like, it's
officially.
like high ankle sprain, I think.
Yeah. And let's see on the other side, Seahawks look good. Looking for a third win in a row. They are 4 of their last 5. They've won 4 of their last 5 road games and have covered the spread. I like this stat. Have covered the spread in each of their last 8 games as underdogs against the NFC East.
Wow, very specific.
Damn,
stat.
Yeah.
you were in the lab for that
Your
one.
bag.
I totally didn't just see it on Twitter.
On a Monday, on a crescent moon, on a bountiful harvest.
The night after Taylor Swift was at MetLife.
So we'll see. I mean, DK and Lockett are doing their things. Combined over 337 yards and 3 touchdowns. Kenneth Walker had a pretty good game last week. For the season, 204 with 4 touchdowns. But the Giants are at home and they have time to prepare. Offensive line isn't good. And with Saquon out, here's what I'm giving you guys. It didn't make it in my pick 5, but it's an honorable mention. It should belong there, but I just couldn't do it. Danny Dimes, anytime touchdown scorer.
Wow.
It is a lock, or get his rushing yards. I don't know. I don't know if they're out yet.
No, there's
Don't
no
think
props
they're-
out yet.
But Seahawks are a better team. I'll take free points on that with them. Or I guess the free point.
The lone point.
Interesting. I mean, so this Giants rushing defense has been absolutely horrible. They made James Conner look like a bell cow bag. Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet props in this game is going to be a little juicy because Charbonnet's been increasing his snaps each week. I know there's people kind of worried about, who's going to be the top back there, even though Kenneth Walker looked like a beast against Carolina. Had some huge plays there. But this Seahawks secondary has been really bad. Like, I feel like the Legion of Boom, was so powerful of a branding thing that just they aren't looked at as that bad of a secondary. Even though, no one's there. You know what I mean? I really like Darren Waller and Wan'Dale Robinson in this game. Whatever their props are. I mean, Seahawks are making quarterbacks that they face look like it's arcade mode. They've all thrown for over 300 passing yards in the first 3 games of this year. I feel like it's a spot where, someone like Brian Dabble is going to have a field day. Love the over in this spot. 47, I feel like that's a little criminally low. I think this game's going to be in the 50s in the total. The Seahawks, they have better players, but I think I'm going with the Giants on this one.
I don't know what side to pick. I do agree with the props angle, though. The Seahawks allowing the second most yards to receivers, second most yards to quarterbacks, sixth most yards to tight ends. Giants also allowing the second most yards to tight ends and the fourth most rushing yards. So with that said, like I would feel like, all right, this is kind of matching up in favor for the Giants, but it's just I don't know. I can't back them confidently. I'm just like they're the one team I just feel like I could never get a pulse on, and I think I just always think the Seahawks are better than they are, and maybe that speaks to the Legion of Boom thing too. It just like. It kind of sticks with you over the years, but yeah, just looking at the stats, it's like they are dog shit against receivers, and the secondary is awful. But I don't know. I do think this could be a shootout, and in a shootout, I guess this is weird to say, a revenge game for Geno, but maybe I'm trusting Geno more than I'm trusting Daniel Jones. I don't know, not confidently. Great teammate. Did you see the video of him talking to Jackson Smith and Jigba? Just lifted him up on the sideline. He was having a little pout session. He's like, "I need you, big dog. I need you." Come on. Tyler Lockett, you tell him. We need him too. Come on. I don't know. I'm leaning Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks, but I agree. Give me like Slayton over, or like Wanda Robinson over, or like Karen Wall over, Noah Fant over.
Right.
Give me the overs.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited because I think it will be a mess.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That does it for the slate.
Good job, fellas.
Wee.
You guys ready for the pick 5?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm ready.
You guys want to start it off?
I can start it. Yeah, so overall, looking to get on the green side for the season, sitting at 6-9. This week we have, to start it off, Chiefs, -9.5, coming in at -115. Got to take my dog against the Cardinals. The shifty, elusive, maneuverable king himself, Purdy. Oh, wait. No, yeah, Purdy over 224.5 yards. That's -115 as well. And next, this one feels like a lock. Zach Moss over 16.5 receiving yards. They're going to get that off one screen pass to get Richardson back in the flow of things. Because we also have our center back, Mr. Rai. We shared names. And then Tutu Atwell or Atwell? Atwell?
A chain? A 12?
Who knows? I haven't asked him, so. Over. This is an over heavy, over 51.5 receiving yards, -100. And then the double lock, the streak doesn't stop here. Take a guess where it's ending up. Anthony Richardson, anytime touchdown, -1.5. I know it's silly. He's coming back.
Wait, hold on.
What?
I mean, minus 105. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were saying 2 touchdowns.
No. Anytime touchdown, minus
Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to throw it.
105. It's happening, boys. The streak continues.
Love that. Want me to go?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry.
All right.
I was so in awe.
All right, first up, going to Thursday night. Give me Luke Musgrave over 36.5 yards. We touched on it. Lions, a dog shit against tight ends, allowing the most yards at 87 per game. Relatively low line. Musgrave has gone over this line 2 or 3 games. He had 8 targets last week, getting great amount of snaps, 75%, 88%, 86% of snaps in 3 weeks. Next up, I can't quit this man. Jordan Addison, over 38.5 yards. They lowered it by 10 yards. What are we doing? He's gone over 50 yards in all 3 of his games. Okay, hear me out. Panthers this year are allowing the 8th least yards to the receivers. But they played the fucking Falcons, who allowed the only catch to receivers they allowed was Matt Collins. That's it. The rest, Olave has 86 yards. Rashid Shaheed at 63. Michael Thomas, 55. DK Metcalf, 112. This is a criminally low line. What are we doing here? He has 6 targets, 5 targets, 8 targets. His snap count's going up, 56%, 69%, 71%. Come on, what are we doing? Criminally low. On the flip side, Adam Thielen, revenge game, sitting right there in front of us. What are we doing? 51.5 yards. Look, I shit all over this man before the year. I'm back. Love him again. Dalton, last week, he's getting the start. He threw 58 times. 14 of them to Thielen. 11 catches, 145 yards, 1 touchdown. Adam Thielen, 88% of snaps. 87% of snaps, 92% of snaps. He leads the team in targets with 25. Vikings, dog shit against receivers, third most yards, 236 per game. Did I mention revenge game? 51.5. Thielen, lock it up. All right. Didn't make the double unit, but I had to put it in there. Justin motherfucking Fields, touchdown, plus 145. Lock it and put it in your pocket. My notes here, it has to happen. No analysis. It has to happen. And then for the double unit, Mega Will lock. It's back 2 weeks in a row. 401k parlay. Eagles, lock it up. Cowboys, lock it up. Chiefs, lock it up. Plus 113. You're welcome.
Wow. I like it.
All right.
The Jordan Addison one, I just was so scared last week that I'm like,
I don't blame you. That
maybe I should just stay off it for a week, like just see what happens. All right, starting us off, I got Breece Hall over 47.5 rushing yards. Great matchup for him, I think, with Chiefs not being able to stuff the run as well. Derrick Henry, anytime touchdown. If he doesn't get it here, then it's biggest panic alert. If he doesn't get a touchdown there, he has to get it in that spot. James Cook over 55.5 rushing yards. I think it's a really good style matchup for him against the Dolphins with how bad they are against the run. And I think it's going to not be as pass heavy as people may anticipate. Then give me Travis Kelce under 71.5 yards. Fuck that guy. Not like I don't even really. It's not like it bothers me about the Taylor Swift, but fuck that guy. I hate him.
I agree.
Anyways, and then my big money play. Line's not even out yet. I have to do it.
Oh, it is. He lied
to us.
Oh shit! If I don't get this, give me Jahmyr Gibbs. His over for rushing yards, whatever it is. I honestly, whatever it is.
99.5.
200-yard rushing game coming from Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm all in on the Lions, man.
Hell yeah,
dude. I got this from Amazon. I have like 5 other colors, by the way.
Wow.
Just was a deal. I'm an economical guy.
Nice.
It came in a clear pack, so it was just like I had to grab
Here's
it.
what he's buying.
I had to grab it from the front desk at my building. They're handing it to me. And it's just like, you going skiing anytime soon? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, had to wear it a little bit around the house, get used to it. But
right.
Yeah,
break it in.
Jahmyr Gibbs. Whatever it is, line is.
Can't be set too high.
Yeah, I can't. No line high enough.
You going rushing and receiving?
Just
actually, you said just rushing, right?
I'll take rushing, receiving. Right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I feel partially responsible now.
Yeah.
This is our pick 5. Where's our ski mask?
Dude.
I'm surprised you got your hands on one. I thought they were sold out all over the country.
I know. I think if I order 2 more packs, then my building will for sure know something's up. But yeah, that does it for the slate.
Can you do me a favor and follow me to the gas station after this? No real reason, just.
Yeah, I work so hard to try and keep it from looking like because if you saw the back of my head, you would see there's holes poking right out. But yeah, that does it. Thank you for listening. I love you guys.
Aw, I love you guys.
Love you guys too.